let's rank every map in the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta from worst to best. Keep in mind, this list is my opinion, and if your opinion differs in any way, let me know in the comments. Let's chat. We've looked at a few factors here: visuals, layout, weapon variety, and the most important factor is the map fun. Let's do it. Before we get started, if you're new here and looking for more Call of Duty content, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button if you enjoy the video. Let's go. In last place, we have Toshin. This map looks incredible, and if it was strictly based on aesthetics, it probably comes in at 1. But there's a few factors that put it down this far. A, the layout is absolute shit. And B, I've had the least amount of playtime on it. The Metro side of the map feels like a completely different world. There's never anyone over there, unless you're playing Hardpoint. And even then, it just feels so cut off from the rest of the map. And on top of that, the other side doesn't have a clear path through. You have to go through that train car, or go right up middle and get destroyed by people posted up top windows. It's not all bad though. There's a good variety of gameplay here, from assault rifles dominating the upper power positions, to SMGs and shotties hitting flank routes for easy kills. And I mentioned it at the start, the map looks amazing. 10 out of 10 for aesthetic, but gameplay wise, could use some work. In the number 5 spot, we have The Forge. I've seen a lot of love for this map on the timeline, and I just don't feel the same way. Before the door adjustment, this map felt horrible. But I will say, the map feels infinitely better after the nerf to automatic doors. But it's still just not doing it for me. The objectives are all very close together. You can literally get from C-Dom to B-Dom in a matter of seconds. Overload doesn't play great on it, at least in the games I've played. It felt very spawn trap heavy, like most maps in Overload, but this one felt even worse. The moving statue in the middle doesn't really add anything for me. I feel like it could just be static and the map would be fine. Again, it's not all bad. The map promotes many different playstyles, just like Toshin. You can hold hallways with snipers, post up in the window with ARs, and just run the enemy team down with the SMGs. Forge isn't quite doing it for me, but it comes in at number 5. Coming in 4th, we have Imprint, A Winter Wonderland. Admittedly, I didn't like this map when I first played it, but it's worked its magic on me, and I actually really like it now. It has 3 clearly defined lanes with gunfights equally spread out across all 3. I don't love the lower lane, feels a little too open, especially when the platform isn't down there. I think a good compromise would be to put a middle platform between mid and lower so you can wall jump up to mid from down there. I think the flow of this map would be near perfect if they did this. On that note, I also don't love that the platform moves in the first place, especially in Hardpoint. Sometimes P1 is up top and sometimes it's down low. Pick one or the other. Don't do both. You can also run a variety of different weapons here like the previous 2 maps. Assault rifles and snipers excel because there's a lot of mid to long range lines of sights. But SMGs are great for pushing those hills or running at people posted up top in the windows. I think the map plays well on all modes. I think Hardpoint is great here, other than the moving platform. Domination is super fun. I haven't played Search on it, but I could see it being a good search map depending on the bomb locations. This is a good map, and it comes in at number 4 on the list. Coming in at number 3, we have Blackheart. This is supposedly one of the smaller maps in the entire game, and if so, that's great news. This is probably the smallest I would go in terms of map sizing. The maps they were dropping in Black Ops 6 were way too small. This actually feels like a standard 3-lane Treyarch map, even though the 1 lane is literally just a wall bounce spot. It plays bigger than it actually is. You're always going to have a gunfight mid-map, there's always going to be a gunfight in spawn, and there's usually a sniper patrolling that wall bounce lane. There's always an engagement without feeling overwhelmed. I feel like in Black Ops 6, you would just spawn beside a guy and you'd immediately get shot at. For this being one of the small maps, there's actually a little room to breathe, which is something the dev team has said they've focused on this time around. Overload on this map is so much fun. It's such a bang out. TDM always goes down to the wire because kills are constantly being traded. All modes feel fun to play on Blackheart. It also leans heavily into wall bouncing, which is awesome. These maps should allow wall bounce spots anywhere they can, and Blackheart has them everywhere. It makes gunfights so much more fun, and as people improve, it's only going to get better. For a small map, Blackheart plays incredibly well on all modes, even at 6v6. Good choice for number 3 here. And the second best map in the Black Ops 7 beta is Cortex. This is the most fun map in the beta because the engagement rate is very high. It's a small map, but there's also a little room to breathe off spawn and after gunfights. Hardpoint, Domination, and Overload are extremely fun here. They're all such a bang out, same as Blackheart. The spawn trap on Overload can be pretty awful, but in the other modes, the spawns flip a perfect amount. You never feel stuck. SMGs and Shotties obviously see a lot of success here because it's such a heavy run and gun map. But ARs have a place here too, holding down mid and beaming guys out of the window on the lab side of the map. If I have one critique on this map, it's that mid-map on the Jeep feels a little too congested with traffic, and that the outer lane is a little too simple. If that outer lane were to be expanded a little bit, I think it would be awesome. Lots of opportunity for wall bounces here, spawns are decent, overall just a good fun map, and it takes the number 2 spot. The best map in the Call of Duty Black Ops 7 beta, in my opinion, is Exposure. This might be a hot take, but I love this map. This feels like a classic Call of Duty map. It has 3 defined lanes that each feel unique. Those lanes connect back to the mid lane, but you can't see through to the other far lane, something Black Ops 6 did not grasp. Objectives are spaced out, giving time to think about how to attack or how to defend, which goes back to that idea of having room to breathe on the map, which is something I think every good Call of Duty map has. The spawns feel balanced. I can generally predict where the enemy team is going to spawn based on the mode I'm playing. This is largely an assault rifle dominated map with a lot of longer lines of sight, but there are close quarters engagement situations, making it great for all players. I think the solar panel side of the map could use a little redesign. I don't love that side of the map. The walls feel a little too close to the panels, so the wall jump can feel a little awkward, but this is a super small critique. Overload plays very well here. I think it's the most balanced Overload map. I've had a lot of super fun games playing Overload here. Overall, I love Exposure, and it takes number 1 on the list. That's my ranking of the Black Ops 7 beta maps from worst to best. Obviously, we've had limited playtime on them, but these feel so much better than what we had last year in Black Ops 6. I'm very hopeful for the full release, and it looks like we're in for a good year map-wise at least. Which, as we all know, maps make or break a Call of Duty game. What did you guys think of the maps in Black Ops 7? Post your rankings below. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you're still here, hit that subscribe button and leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. We'll chat then.